So we bought another race car. It's German, it is ugly, and so awesome. Today, we're gonna show you what it is, talk about it, and tell you what we're gonna do with it. Check it out. This is our 1989 Porsche 944 S2. We actually used to go road racing about a decade ago, and we got the itch, so we wanted to do it again. We looked for a really reliable, lightweight, easy to build, or easy to work on anyways, platform. For the most part, that's this car, minus the transaxle and the torque tube and all that stuff. But this, I think it's gonna be the perfect platform. It is, like I said, lightweight. It has got a really awesome balance. Because it's an 89, it's got all the upgraded suspension, it's got the big bearings and all the stuff from the 911s in the rear. It's got the better transaxle. The guy we bought it from has already raced it in the Lucky Dog series that we want to race in. And because of that, he's already done fiberglass fenders, hood, he's already gutted the car, it's got a cage. He's already done a bunch of tuning to it.
Why did we buy a car that's mostly done?
Because we don't have enough hours in the day.
Okay, I just want to make sure that people don't, oh, you guys just bought a 10 race car, you're going race car driving. Yeah.
We touched on it, but we built a Nissan, what was it, 300Z for the road racing before, and we did it all from start to finish. I mean, we got a car that was really nice and fancy.
You only had $500 in that car.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of money, but we spent hundreds of hours doing that. And if you add up all of that time, even though our time's not worth much, that would still be more money than if we just bought one finished. So I sold part of a kidney and we got a car. So I picked up Kyle at the butt crack of dawn.
It is 5:15 in the morning.
We drove all the way up to Buttonwillow to go check out this car, and honestly I was a little nervous because it's such a long drive, and so many times we've looked at ads where people have said a car is a certain way, and you get there and it's pretty much all lies. So there was some apprehension. Luckily, when we got there, the guy had the car sitting out, so we actually got to see it before we ever even talked to him. And my first thoughts were like, okay, this might work. So we parked the truck, took a look around, found out that not only might it work, but he had done pretty much everything. I mean, from a full brake setup, full suspension setup, wheels, tires, roll cage, all the safety stuff. I mean, on and on and on. And not only did he have that, but the part that really blew me away is he had a book that had all of the things that they did at each race in it, from setup to tire pressures to pit strategies. So I was super warm and fuzzy there. Now, the one thing I didn't think about was how low the car was. And the car was super low. It was so low, in fact, that the ramps that I had brought, and I brought some really long ramps, still couldn't get the car into the trailer. So we had to run around to all the different pits and scrounge up a bunch of long pieces of wood and build this like makeshift second graders bridge project in order to get the car up and onto the trailer. And even then, it's still scraped. But with some help, got it on the trailer, got it tied down. Kyle and I said goodbye to that gentleman, gave him his cash, came back, took a look at the car here, and we're still even more impressed at the underside. And oh, I almost forgot. The other thing I was worried about was actually getting in and out of the car, and it turns out it's not that hard to get into.
This car's actually pretty roomy. I'm not gonna fit in this car. My head's already above the roll bar.
Yeah.
And
You don't have a helmet on.
I don't have a helmet on. But Brian's in the same boat.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna suck the seat down, I don't know, 5 miles.
You look good in it. Oh my God, look at you. Oh yeah? Wow.
You know, just a day in life of a race car driver.
Brian, there's somebody stuck in the race car.
How was it?
The only thing we need to do is move the seat back 14 feet and down about 6 months.
It's got a slider on it. The seat moves back.
Does it really?
Yeah. The extra exhaust.
Oh. Oh, what? This is a whole new car. That doesn't even, well, other than my head being at the roof.
My plan is just not to crash. I don't think I'm moving the flat wheel.
Shake and bake.
Yep.
just gonna, we gotta put a starter in it now.
It's not bad. There's all kinds of stuff that we would have done or we did the last car that's already here, which is really rad because everything to this point was just on paper. Coilovers,
What are some of those things?
brake ducting. It's got, what are those, Racer's Edge? It's got aftermarket lower control arms, sway bars, end links. It's got the like bushing brackets on the end of it to get rid of the factory stuff. Hey, it's right here. It's not inside, we're good.
That makes life way easy.
Yeah, that's not so bad. So the gnarly part about this car that everyone's talking about is this torque tube. There's actually a shaft that runs from the engine all the way back here to the transaxle to balance the car, which makes doing this not the funnest thing in the world because I think the clutch is on that end. So if we ever have an issue with that, 1, 2, 3, not it. So what's cool about this rear end that I found out in researching these cars is from like 87-ish and on, I believe. It has the updated arms and the big old bearings that are used out of the 911. So this thing is way overkill for the small horsepower car. It also has turbo axles in it, which are oversized, so that helps a ton. Coilovers that are adjustable on the rear. I mean, they got a little ridiculous. Trying to make things easier, it looks like they even cut the storage out of the trunk to be able to pull this guy out. They have a rollover setup. This is a breather from the tank that goes up to the top of the chassis and then down below the floor of the tank.
It's got all the extra disco strut up here to hold all this stuff from flexi flyering.
Does it?
Yeah, if you look right here.
Hot damn! That's a
shift
that's a
linkage or
shift
something?
fork. That's a linkage. It's adjustable though.
It's Hines and Billet. We need to do a fuel filter. That was done over a year ago. And it's right there.
How rad is it that they dated literally
Right.
everything? Everything's got a date on it. You gotta see this exhaust though.
It's okay.
This
okay.
this is race car right here.
He's okay. That's not a hole, that's a lightning device.
Yeah, the car looks like it's been to war. It's touched the pan on the ground a couple times. All in all, there's not a whole bunch going on. Pretty straightforward, no leaks. I'm happy so far.
So what are we doing to this thing?
So,
What are our
because
plans?
it's got all of this stuff, we don't have to do the suspension. We don't have to do the bushings and the control arms and the sway bars and all the things that we would have had to do if we had bought a car that was stock. The only thing I think we are gonna do to this, looking at it and looking at tire wear and stuff, is we're gonna see if we can stick a wider tire front and rear, try to do a squared setup or like 275s all the way around. And I think we're also gonna change the brake package because we found some stuff that's real cheap, that's real big. Looking at his book and looking at fuel mileage, if we add horsepower to this thing, it won't get the gas mileage it needs in order to complete the race in the fewest number of stops. So that actually could be a benefit that it's a little bit down on power, that and for reliability too.
So you're saying we're just gonna have to drive the car harder to go faster?
Yeah, that's why we need bigger tires and bigger brakes.
To make up for our talent?
Our inadequacies. And we got to put a new seat in it. And the most important thing, we got to make it prettier. I don't know what it's going to look like. We need to figure out some kind of design. That's it. We're going to do stuff now. Step 1, measure for wheels and tires and paint job, because as any real racer knows, it doesn't really matter what's in here or going fast. It's how good you look while you do it.
And how big are your wheels and tires?
Yeah.
All right, so big wheels, big tires.
Well, not wide.
wide.
We're not going to go bigger than 17s.
Oh, I was hoping 24s with spinners.
Nope.
Next up, wider wheels, wider tires,
Bigger brakes,
bigger brakes,
shinier paint,
shinier paint.
less stickers everywhere, or maybe
right.
more organized.
It's exciting.
And if we ever forget what kind of car this is,
It says it everywhere.
everywhere. Let's go racing. So subscribe to follow along to our latest project. It's our new project. Subscribe to follow along with our new to us project. Keep adding words. Just subscribe.